It has happened. It has happened. It has happened. OpenAI has bought Openclaw. This is the single biggest AI story of the year, period. And this is the biggest AI acquisition of all time. I will tell you this. We're going to break the entire thing down. We're going to go through it bit by bit. This is the biggest story of the year. This is the most positive thing to happen to Openclaw ever. Everyone's panicking in the streets. Everyone on X is going, oh, this is the end of Openclaw. This is the end of open source. It's over. No, 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 no. In this live stream, I'm going to tell you why you are wrong and why this is the best thing that could have possibly happened for Openclaw. I'm going to break down every detail of this. I'm going to tell you why this might be the downfall of Anthropic. It might be over for Anthropic. There are so many layers to this story. So many layers, and we're going to peel it all back layer by layer. Like Kendrick Lamar and Drake, we're going to peel it back layer by layer. I believe two big things I want to go through here. Two big beliefs I want to go through with you. Number one, this is the greatest acquisition in AI history and will bring OpenAI to the top from a model perspective, a model and services perspective. Number two, I believe this is the most damaging thing to happen to Anthropic ever, and it will probably compound from here and get worse. I'm going to break down those two beliefs. You're going to go on the chat and you're going to ask me any questions you have. We're going to go through the chat. I'm going to make sure I don't bleed on stream because I cut myself shaving right before the live stream. The worst thing you can possibly do is cut yourself shaving right before the live stream, and I did that. I did the worst thing ever. I did the worst thing you can possibly do. I don't know what's worse, Anthropic in all their behavior the last month with Openclaw, or me cutting myself immediately before this live stream. Now I'm bleeding on stream. That's how excited I am. I was thinking about OpenAI and Openclaw. I went, cut. So let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Everyone lock in. Everyone leave a like down below. Let's get as many people and opinions as in here as possible. This is a community. We're all one community. So leave a like down below. And here we go. Let's break down the story. Let's break it down. Here we go. OpenAI bought Openclaw. Yesterday, Sam Altman, and for the record, why does any post I have that goes viral, everyone tries to community note it? Get rid of community notes. Enough community notes. Everyone tries to community note every single thing I do that goes viral. People hate when I go viral. Sam Altman announces they are buying Peter Steinberger. He, in the span of what had to be 80 days, Openclaw has been out for 80 days, built a multi-billion-dollar product from zero to billions of dollars. That, first of all, is incredible. So what's been happening over the last month, we'll call it, the last 3 weeks? We'll say the last 3 weeks. I'm going to say this. I don't mean to sound cocky. I started the whole Openclaw trend 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I tweeted about my Mac Mini. Everyone ran out and bought Mac Minis, and I blew up Openclaw. Let's just get that out of the way. So we got that out of the way. 3 weeks ago, I do that. At that time, it's called Claudebot. At that time, it's called CLAWDBOT, right? Why is it called? This is going to be a Netflix movie. What I'm breaking down to you right here is going to be a Netflix movie. I swear to you. In the next 12 months, this will be a Netflix movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger will play Peter Steinberger. 100% guaranteed. I'm still bleeding on screen from the shaving. So 3 weeks ago, it's called Claudebot. Named after Claude. Because this is clearly built for Claude Opus, right? Claude Opus is clearly the best model for this tool. Clearly. Far and away the best model for this tool. 3 weeks ago. This is 21 days ago, this is. I blew this up actually 24 days ago. I blew this up. 24 days ago, I made Openclaw popular. As Kanye would say, I made that chick famous, right? Then what starts to happen? Anthropic, no, here's what starts out. Everyone starts going out buying $200 Anthropic plans, right? They find Openclaw or Claudebot at the time. They run out, they start buying $600 Mac minis. And then they hook up their Mac minis and they sign up for $200 a month Anthropic plans. $200 a month subscriptions. Before this, could you imagine spending $200 a month on any subscription? People were signing up for $200 subscriptions like they were nothing. 3 weeks ago, it's all staged. The Claudebot launch is a carefully planned marketing event. Shut up. Permanent underclass behavior. Turning everything into a conspiracy theory is permanent underclass behavior. Half of Twitter, every story that comes out, they find a way to turn it into a conspiracy theory. Permanent underclass behavior from BU 3015. Everyone's going out. They're spending $600 on Mac minis. They're buying $200 a month Anthropic plans. They're spending money like we're not in the middle of the biggest job crisis in the history of mankind. Right? Look at this. I bought $2,000 Mac mini and 4 $200 subscriptions. Says Super Sunny. This was not a thing. If someone did this 5 years ago, they would be thrown in jail. They would be submitted to a psychology ward. Right? Spending $2,000 on a computer and then buying 4 $200 subscriptions would be insane. But 3 weeks ago, that became normal behavior. Everyone started going out and buying $600 Mac minis and $200 Anthropic subscriptions. Apple and Anthropic were having money shoved down their throats like Mia Khalifa. I'm not going to go there. That's a bad joke. Children's live stream. I'm trying to get sponsors. I can't make jokes like that. We'll save that for the after hours stream. Members only stream. I'll make that joke. Can't make that joke on this one. Well, how does Anthropic relax? How does Anthropic react to that? How does Anthropic react to that? They start banning people. People who have never touched AI in their entire lives are signing up for $200 subscriptions left and right. $200 subscriptions left and right. Don't be a sellout. No one has ever sold out less than me. Marketing Web Pro. Nobody in the history of AI has ever sold out less than me. A week ago, everyone got $30,000 bags to shill Hostinger, and I turned it down. I turned $30,000. Every other AI creator on planet Earth shilled Hostinger a week ago. I'm the only one who didn't. They said, here's $30,000. I said, nah, go kick rocks. So don't ever call me a sellout. Ever. So you have all these normies going to Anthropic, handing them $200 a month subscriptions. Handing them $200 a month subscriptions like it's candy. $200, $200, $200, $200, $200. How does Anthropic react to that? Having the whole world sign up for their most expensive AI plan at $200 a month? They go banned, 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 banned. That move of going around and banning your most loyal, hardcore, expensive, valuable customers because they're hooking your product up to the most important product release in the history of mankind is going to be their downfall. I'm saying it right. And there's way more to the story. We have way more to the story. Anthropic going and banning people for buying their most expensive product and hooking it up to the best product ever released and then banning them for it will be the jump the shark moment, the you've gone too far moment, the ultimate ego moment, the hey, humble yourself moment. I mean, they had, love you, bro, what have you been sniffing? I don't get this. I get excited about things. Everyone goes, I get excited about things. Oh, you're an Apple employee. Oh, a few months ago, I was accused of being an Anthropic employee. Now I'm being accused of being an OpenAI employee. Everyone's accused me of being employees. In the meantime, I'm turning down $30,000 bags left and right. So shut up. Yeah, selling out is getting paid for what you don't believe in. I don't believe in VPSs, so I turned down that $30,000. If Apple came to me and said, hey, we'll give you $100,000 to sponsor a live stream, hell yeah, I'll take that. I believe in Apple. But they're not paying me. They never even reached out to me. No one in AI has ever reached out to me. Other than Google. Google reached out to me. But they didn't reach out to me to sponsor me. They reached out to me and give me like early access to like some crap product I'll never use in my entire life. They don't give me the early access to the good stuff. Anyway, Anthropic starts kicking out people buying their $200 a month plan. What happens from there? In an ultimate ego moment, Anthropic goes, we got the most valuable customers in the world spending $200 a month. Take the money. Someone actually introduced me to an Apple employee this morning. I'm on an email thread now with an Apple employee, not to get sponsored. They just might give me advice on like running local models on them. But I now have an intro to Apple, which is cool. They haven't responded to the email chain yet. So technically they haven't said anything to me yet, but someone made the intro, the third-party intro. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you up to date. Anthropic starts banning people left and right. Their most valuable, expensive customers. And let's also set the stage around this before. We're not even halfway through this story. Let's also set the stage for this for a quick second here. When this went down and they started banning $200 people, they were at the top of the game. They were at the top of their game. They were peaking. They were peaking, right? Opus 4.6 just came out, and it was largely viewed as the greatest AI coding model of all time. Everyone and their mothers was tweeting Opus 4.6 on Claude Code. People tell me I got to move the mic and aim it at my face more. People are going, tweeting Opus 4.6, greatest AI model of all time. Greatest AI model of all time. Greatest AI model of all time. It's the greatest experience of all time. I even tweeted it's a holy experience because I believed it. Can you show the chat in the stream? That's a good call. It's a good call. Here you go. You heathens. Now you can feel like you're famous because your chats are on the screen. Congratulations. There you go. They're at the top of the game. People are looking at OpenAI and they're going, Finn started looking like Sam Altman today? Since today. People have said I looked like Sam Altman since day one. It didn't start today. People have been saying I look like Sam Altman. A lot of people, not me, a lot of people say I look like a mix of Sam Altman and Ryan Gosling. Not me. I didn't say that. A lot of other people say that. Anyway, Anthropic's at the top of their game. Everyone's looking at 4.6. Watching this in 2x is crazy. Well, why are you watching this in 2x? I'm telling a story of all time here. You can't watch this, and you got to stay with me. I'm building suspense. We're not even halfway through this story. Alex got that gat. What does that mean? Alex got that gat. Spell my name right. Everyone's praising Opus 4.6. Everyone's saying it's the GOAT. Everyone's saying Anthropic won. And then Claudebot comes out and they have the ability to put their foot on the necks of OpenAI. OpenAI has never been lower. Anthropic has never been higher. This is going to be, I'm telling you, this is a Netflix movie by the end of the year. I'm telling you. They have the ability to put their foot on the neck of OpenAI forever. They have the ability to MOG. While OpenAI is gesture gooning, Anthropic is mogging and aura farming all over the place with Opus 4.6. And what does Anthropic do? While OpenAI is gesture gooning, they decide, hey, let us get on that gesture gooning ourselves. And they start banning everyone using Claudebot. Then what do they do? Then what do they do? Then they attempt to sue Claudebot. They attempt to sue Peter Steinberger for using Claude in their name. Who's in the Netflix cast? I am obviously playing Sam Altman, obviously. What the F is Jester gooning? I don't know. I just saw it on X the other day. That's the thumbnail face right there. Someone screenshot this and DM it to me. And they start suing Peter Steinberger. They start banning people $200. And so it begins. And so the downfall begins. And so the Anthropic downfall begins. People who, and I don't know how they saw this. Please blink 2 times. I'm not AI. The entire industry falls in love with Claudebot. Peter would be happy to join Anthropic, I guess, but they messed up. OpenAI is the way to go. The entire industry is falling in love with Claudebot. The entire industry falling in love with Claudebot. Anthropic goes, we're going to sue Claudebot and we're going to start banning people for using it. That's like who's someone the world universally loves? I don't even know. Does anyone love anyone anymore? And that is the beginning of the downfall. The stupidest move of all time. What does Claudebot do? They changed their name to Moltbot. Netflix, we're going to have an economic crash like 2008 and 2026. Data centers are collapsing. They changed their name to Moltbot, which I'll say this, worst name in the history of names. Worst name in the history of names. Moltbot, horrible. The 48-hour Moltbot saga, horrible. Worst name of all time. I didn't call it Moltbot once. I did not use, go back to my videos. I did not say the word Moltbot once. I refuse to. Then 48 hours after Moltmogging, Opus is still king? No, I'll tell you why it's not still king in a second. I'm going to tell you, after I finish this epic story that's going to be a Netflix movie by the end of the year, I'll go into the repercussions of all this, what this means for everything. We'll get into that in a second. They changed their name to Openclaw. 48 hours after the worst name in history, they changed their name to Openclaw. This happens about 2 days before Peter Steinberger flies to San Francisco for a Openclaw event or a Moltbot event, right? 2 days before, changes it to Openclaw. He flies to San Francisco. What's in San Francisco other than this event, which I'll also tell you, I didn't tell this story yet about, I went to the event and then I left. I was so angry. I went to this event and I left. I was so angry and upset. I'll tell you about that. I didn't tell you that story. I'll tell you that story in a second too. 2 days before that event, before they host ClawCon in the middle of the Tenderloin of San Francisco, the Tenderloin, he changes the name to Openclaw. Curious. Because what else is in San Francisco? Did I get mogged? I got mogged. I left the event. I got mogged. I was so pissed off. I'll tell that story in a second. Leave a like down below if you want that story of the time where I tried to go to Openclaw and it was literally the worst night. Openclaw was the worst night of my entire life, period. Worst night of my entire life. I'll go in that story right after this. Worst night of my entire life. I've never been more upset. Ask Ray Fernando. I was live texting him during the Openclaw situation. He will tell you I was the most upset I've ever been in my entire life. I got claw mogged. I went there to claw mog and I ended up jester gooning. It is what it is. Changed it to Openclaw 2 days before he flies to San Francisco. We understand where you stand. Shut up. I know you're paying me $7 a month or something with 80% of that going to Google, but you can't tell me. You can't tell me. Don't tell me what to say. What else is in San Francisco? What else is in San Francisco? OpenAI. He changes the name to Openclaw 2 days before he flies to San Francisco, where OpenAI is. Bro, I need to go to the gym, but this stream is blowing up. Yeah, because this is, I'm telling the greatest story in tech history right now. We're at 1,200 watchers. We're at double my previous high because I'm telling the greatest story in tech history. We're not even halfway there, and I have like 5 more stories to go that'll blow your mind. I haven't even told you the part where I went to Openclaw and it was the worst night of my entire life. Claw event. I went to ClawCon. It was the worst night of my entire life. I haven't even gotten to that story yet. What else is in San Francisco? Everyone leave likes down below. Let's get this to 2,000 people concurrent. We'll get this to 2,000 people concurrent. Everyone leave a like down below. What else is in San Francisco? OpenAI. What does Peter Steinberger do the day after ClawCon? So who should we boycott, Peter or Anthropic, for not pulling the trigger faster? I'm not a boycott guy. I'm not telling you to boycott anybody, but I'm giving you all the facts and you can decide who you want to boycott. A day after ClawCon, Peter Steinberger is picture released standing next to Greg Brockman, one of the co-founders of OpenAI. I know at the beginning of this stream I said I hate conspiracy theories, but I'm about to give you a conspiracy theory. In fact, it's not even a conspiracy theory because it's true. It's not based on any information whatsoever, but I'm telling you it's true. When they renamed Moltbot to Openclaw, they had a verbal with OpenAI. They had a verbal with OpenAI. That's not based on any facts or information or anything at all, but I'm stating it as a fact. It's not based on any sources or anything. I don't talk to anyone in the industry. I play around with AI all day and I say it as it is. When they changed their name from Moltbook to Openclaw, they had a verbal with OpenAI. Because they change it to Openclaw, then he flies to San Francisco, then he's get picture taken with everyone at OpenAI. They had the verbal already. They changed it to Openclaw. OpenAI, Openclaw. It went from Claude Bot, Anthropic Claude Bot, to OpenAI, Openclaw. He gets the verbal. We're not even halfway down the story yet. We have so many more layers to pull back. I'm going to finish this story, which is a story that will be a movie by the end of the year. And then I'm going to tell you what the next 12 months looks like. I'm going to tell you step by step what the next 12 months looks like. I will tell you right after I finish this story, what do you want first? What the next 12 months looks like, or my story about why ClawCon was the worst night of my entire life? Tell me which one you want first. What the next 12 months looks like, or why ClawCon was the worst night of my entire life. Put it in the chat. That will be the next story right after this. I'm finishing this story. It's the best story of all time in tech history. The future, okay, everyone's saying 12 months in the future. Okay, I'll do the 12 months, and then I'll tell you why ClawCon was the worst night of my entire life. And how I got mogged. Ended up Jester gooning in the corner. They get the verbal. Peter Steinberger stays in San Francisco for 2 more weeks. Anthropic ramps up their banning of people, ramps it up. Ban. What the F is gooning in the quarter? I'm literally just dropping terms I'm reading on Twitter. I could be saying like the most repugnant, disrespectful, disgusting things of all time right now, and I have no idea. So please do not clip this. Do not clip this stream. I have no idea what I'm saying. I have literally no idea what I'm saying. So when it comes to those terms that I just read those terms on Google, on Twitter, and now I'm just saying them out loud. So please do not clip any of this. No clips. This is a no clip. This is a no clip stream. No clip stream. No clipping allowed. Okay? Gooning is not good. Well, it's too late. I said it. I don't know what it is, but I said it. I said Jester gooning 100 times. I said mogging 100 times. I don't know what any of it means. Do not clip this stream, please. This is a safe zone. This is a safe zone. Save zone. No clipping or screenshots. Please. Alex gooned all night. I don't know what that means. Please don't even, we're not going to say that word anymore. No saying that. Do not say that word in the chat anymore. Do not say that word in the chat anymore. Do not say the word in the chat anymore. Okay. I'm not going to say it. You don't say it. No one clip. No one clip. OpenAI yesterday announces they buy Openclaw. What else happened yesterday? They immediately announced the formation of the Openclaw Foundation. And when they announced the formation of the Openclaw Foundation, they said they started work on it 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Right when ClawCon happened. Why would you start an open source foundation for it when you don't know if you're going to be purchased or not? Because they got the verbal 2 to 3 weeks ago. Because they got the verbal 2 to 3 weeks ago at ClawCon. Right? They had it done 3 weeks ago. Okay? For 3 weeks, they knew this was going to happen. It's been Openclaw the whole time. It's been right in front of us. This is dropping on Netflix in the next year. I said, do not use that word in the chat. What is happening? I specifically said, do not use the word in the chat. Now everyone's using it. It's the only word I see in the chat. Do not say Anthropic in the chat. I specifically said, do not say Anthropic in the chat. Do not do that. Stop saying it. So what do the next 12 months look like? What do the next 12 months look like? Please behave in it. I don't have any admin or anyone who works for me at all, so I can't moderate the chat. Please stop saying Anthropic. So what do the next 12 months look like? What do the next 12 months look like? I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you step by step what the next 12 months look like. And when this all happens in the next, I have to close the chat. I can't look at this. I have to close the chat. I have to. What do the next 12 months look like? When this happens and this plays out over the next 12 months, you will come to me and you will say, thank you, Daddy Alex. Thank you, Daddy Alex, for calling this. Here we go. You ready? First thing that happens, you'll see this in the next 2 months. OpenAI comes out with both a plan just for Openclaw, a very specific plan just for Openclaw, where you pay a little bit more, but you get a lot more usage. You pay a little bit more, but you get a lot more usage. That's number one. That will happen. Their top plan is $250. I see a world where they release a $300 plan specifically for Openclaw that gives you significantly more usage. That's number one. Number two, they drop a model just for Openclaw. They drop a computer use Openclaw model. Take notes and clip this. Ray, I don't know when you joined, but I specifically said do not clip this stream. This stream is a no clip zone. This stream, I don't know how much, you might have missed everything that happened right before this. This whole stream's a no clip zone. This is a safe zone. No one's clipping or screenshotting this stream. You might have joined a little late, Ray. I said no, this is a no clip stream. No clipping or screenshots allowed. There were some, I'll just say this. There were some things said in this stream about 10 minutes ago that were inappropriate and probably going to get me banned. I said some things that will probably get me banned off YouTube. So please do not. Who do we need to ban? Probably me. Probably me. I said some things that'll probably get me banned. So please do not clip. They release a Openclaw plan, $300 a month. Not unlimited, but a lot more usage of Openclaw. And number two, they release a model, a computer use Openclaw model. This is the next 2 months. A model built. How do we benefit from this? Do you know who you're watching right now? Umzalis 7960. Do you know who you're watching right now? I'm going to give you all the juice about how to benefit from this. I'm going to tell you everything you know on how to benefit from this. I'm going to give you the exact plan on how to escape the permanent underclass based on this information. Everything changed because of this acquisition. Everything changed. And I will give you the exact plan for escaping the permanent underclass because of this acquisition. Okay? Openclaw model drops. It's purposely trained on using the computer and improved memory and larger context window so it can remember more things. If we can escape it, then was it ever a permanent underclass? Open your brain, Mishk. You're going to be in the permanent underclass if you keep thinking like this. Open your brain. It's not here yet. I'm showing you how to escape it when it comes here. It's not here yet. I'm telling you how to avoid it for when it comes here. So please open your brain because you're on a one-way ticket to the permanent underclass. Don't be stupid. Open your brain. Yeah, a bit of maturity, please. A bit of maturity in the chat. You're giving the FinFam a bad name. How am I going to get rich if everyone in my chat keeps saying goon in the chat? How am I going to get rich if everyone keeps saying that? Everyone keeps saying, how am I going to get rich? No one's going to sponsor me with this behavior in the chat. I feel like I got a lot of donations, but haven't read any of them. I should go back and read them. If you gave me free money, patience, I'll go back and read them. For everyone just handing me free money in the chat, give me a little patience. I'll go back and read them. New plan, new model coming. This is what I'm telling you is happening in the next 12 months. What else is coming in the next 12 months? Corporate version of Openclaw. Corporate version of Openclaw is coming. A corporate version of Openclaw is coming. OpenAI is going to build it. Everyone in their mothers know that a corporate version of Openclaw is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. Everyone knows that. Every 18-year-old broccoli-haired demon is right now vibe coding a corporate version of Openclaw. Every 18-year-old with crazy broccoli hair right now is vibe coding a corporate version of Openclaw because everyone knows that's a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. OpenAI, now my hair is looking crazy. OpenAI, it's been like 5 days since I shampooed, so I have this incredible, like, perfect shine to it and like pliability to my hair. It's amazing. I'm killing it right now. I look amazing right now. Let's just also put that out there. I look amazing right now. OpenAI in 4 months, June 2026, releases the corporate version of Openclaw, and it is a multi-trillion-dollar product. Multi-trillion-dollar product. So let's look at the timeline. So I could do like an Excalibur on this, can I? Let's do an Excalibur. I feel like that'd fire. I feel like that'd be a fire move by me if I do this. Let's do this. Watch this. This is going to look good. This is going to be good for the stream. I have a whole new stream format dropping. Next 12 months. Guaranteed. Oh, I spelled guaranteed wrong. How do you spell guaranteed? Guaranteed. There we go. Let's zoom in here. Next 12 months guaranteed. New Chat GPT Openclaw plan. Shoot. New Chat GPT Openclaw model. Plan $300 a month. $300 a month. And they're going to sell that like hotcakes, by the way. The $300 Openclaw plan will be the best-selling AI plan of all time at $300 a month. It will be the best-selling AI plan ever released, and it will be the most expensive at $300 a month. I guess, what is it, Grok Ultra was like $300 a month? How No, XAI people watching this, no offense, you gotta be crazy. $300 on Grok. Sorry, that was messed up. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have done that. We got to support the entire community. I should not have said that. Openclaw corporate plan. $1 trillion. That's a $1 trillion market opportunity OpenAI takes advantage of. $1 trillion. $1 trillion opportunity. You know what also comes out in June? I'll tell you what also comes out in June. New open source ChatGPT model. Guaranteed. Is the plan going to be unlimited or restricted? You're never going to get an unlimited paid cloud plan. You're never going to get an unlimited, but you're going to get a lot more usage. It will allow you to use Openclaw basically all month, doing what almost anything you want. It will get you there. You'll get almost unlimited usage of the new ChatGPT Openclaw plan model. But you know what also happens in June? You know what also happens in June? I mean, if any of these companies and models is gooning, you know it's Grok. You know it's Grok. No clip equals no clip, no clip, no clip. We're still in the no clip zone. We're still in no clip zone. No need to buy a Mac Studio. No, the complete opposite. Complete opposite. They release a new open source ChatGPT model, and it will have multiple versions with multiple amounts of parameters. You can get basically a version of the open source ChatGPT model that's basically as good as the Openclaw model, but only if you have a terabyte of memory. Only if you have a terabyte of memory. So what's going to happen? You know what else is going to happen in June? I'll tell you also what happens in June. I'm literally telling you everything that's happening this year. Apple releases 1 terabyte Mac Studio M5 Ultra. At the same time, ChatGPT releases an open source Openclaw model that requires a terabyte of memory. Apple releases a 1 terabyte Mac Studio M5 Ultra in June. They released this, and it costs $25,000. They release the 1 terabyte Mac Studio M5 Ultra, and it costs $25,000 at the least. I'm not surprised if this goes 30K or up. Oh, I do need the bomb drop sounds. I think I have media assets. I think I have some sort of sounds. Here we go. Applause, intense, bounce, drum roll, heartbeat, fast, gong. I like that one. That might be my favorite sound. They release a $25,000. You can't hear it? Yeah, you can. You can hear it. You can hear that. They release a $25,000 Mac Studio. You heard that. Tell me you heard that. We can hear. All right, good. They release a $25,000 Mac Studio, 1 terabyte of memory. The fact that I just discovered this soundboard is the most dangerous thing. Too loud, too loud, too loud. Okay. $25,000 Mac Studio with 1 terabyte of memory. At the same time that OpenAI releases their open source Openclaw model. Play. Is this a church bell? No, it's a gong. I don't have more sounds. Boo. I can do loud. Where's the bomb sound? Here we go. It's not quite the same as the other bomb sound. Let me add boo. Sorry, we're playing around with sounds right now. I did not know this is something I could do. Anthropic started banning $200 plan a month users. Anthropic. Claude Opus. OpenAI. Openclaw. Open source models. So what does that mean? What does that mean when Apple releases the 1 terabyte and ChatGPT open sources a new Openclaw model? What happens? Everyone and their mother goes out and buys Mac Studios. Everyone goes out and buys $25,000 Mac Studios. Apple Studios are sold out everywhere. You literally cannot find a single Mac Studio anywhere. What else do they release? They release a version of the open source ChatGPT Openclaw model that's much smaller, that fits on a Mac Mini. Right? And so now everyone's buying the M5 Mac Minis that have 24 gigabytes of memory by default. Mac Minis are sold out everywhere. What happens? The Apple, for the first time in their history, raises prices on their computers mid-cycle. Mid-cycle, Apple raises the base price of the Mac Mini, which from $1,000, which is already the highest it's ever been, to $1,500. Right now, Mac Minis are $600 base. The new Mac Minis M5 are going to release for $1,000 base. And then they're going to raise the price to $1,500. Because the smallest model for the new Openclaw open source model will fit on Mac Minis. So we get to number 6 in the 12-month plan. All compute cost explodes. Why is all compute cost exploding? Because everyone is adopting Openclaw. By this point in June, you have corporations adopting Openclaw. You have personal consumers adopting Openclaw. The corporate version of Openclaw has released, and all the businesses in the world are adopting it. They're mass firing all the lower level employees. They're mass firing all the low level employees because now Openclaw, and this is a great number 7. What are we doing here? Copy paste, Apple. Copy paste. Short Apple. Copy paste. No, don't short Apple. Apple sponsor me. 7. Jobs eliminated in mass. Because OpenAI releases the corporate version which is safe for work and causes people, I can't even get to the paid. How do I get to the donations again? There's so many comments. This is the craziest comment live stream of all time. Mass firings begin. Mass firings begin. Jobs are finished. Jobs are finished. Anthropic hasn't banned me, but after this live stream, they're probably banning me. Use the first one, Mortal Kombat fight. I'm trying to get to these donations, but the chat's moving too quick. You are bought and paid for by Big Mac. Apple's not paying me. I mean, it's crazy. I can go back and I can find a comment saying every company on planet Earth has bought me. When I told people to start using Grok 2, I got 1,000 comments. Oh, Elon bought you. When I started telling people that Opus 4.5 is the greatest model ever, oh, Anthropic bought you. When I started saying Claude the greatest AI tool in the history of mankind, everyone said, "Oh, Claudebot bought you. Claudebot bought you." Yeah, that makes sense. Big open source is paying me. That makes a lot of sense. Free open source tools are paying me. That makes a lot of sense, right? And now that I'm saying OpenAI is this acquisition is the greatest acquisition in AI history, everyone's saying I'm bought by OpenAI now. Oh, I'm telling people to buy Mac Studios because you need to own your own personal computer. Oh, you must be bought by Apple. Are you kidding me? If your brain operates where someone says, you need to do this, and because that thing benefits a company, and your brain goes, oh, well, he must be paid for that company, you're going to the permanent underclass. You're going to the permanent underclass. If you hear someone recommend you something and your instant thought is, oh, conspiracy theory, they're paid for that person, you're going to the permanent underclass. Okay? Do not let your brain work like that. Do not let your brain go, I'm telling you to buy a Mac Studio to escape the permanent underclass. You, oh, you must be bought by Apple. I'm going to continue using Anthropic's APIs. You're going to the permanent underclass. Did your second Mac Studio arrive today, Alex? It arrives today. I'm going right after this to get it. My second Mac Studio arrives today, and I have some breaking news. Breaking news. I'm gonna announce it here first. Breaking news. I have 2 more Mac Studios coming after that. I'm going to have 4 512 gigabyte Mac Studios on my desk. Play! I will be doing things with Openclaw you've never seen in the history of mankind. Play! The gong sound effect does not cooperate. All right. I have to click it 5 times for the gong to work. Are you going to switch to OpenAI from Claude then, or wait for Anthropic ban? I don't want to say I'm still on the Anthropic subscription because then they might ban me. So I'm not going to say that. But Opus is still the best. But I will say this. For Openclaw, Opus is still the best. But as I said, we're not even done this yet. The ChatGPT Openclaw model is going to be incredible. So let's go. So where are we right now? Openclaw, there's a new open source ChatGPT model built for Openclaw. It requires 1 terabyte of memory. Apple releases the 1 terabyte Mac Studio M5 Ultra for $24,000. All compute cost explodes because everyone's running out. Everyone's running out and buying these computers. The Mac Studios. iPhone price is double because there's a Openclaw for iPhone. Openclaw for iPhone. Openclaw and open source model for iPhone. iPhone price is double. iPhone price is double. All compute's exploding. Mac Mini's going up to $1,600 base price. Mac Studio's going up to $6,000 base price. Jobs being eliminated because Openclaw for corporate releases. Openclaw for corporate releases. So they're firing everyone at the lowest level. What do? I thought the play was to make agents for companies. All right, well, let me tell you. Let me tell you what they do. It's not my mom. Shut up. Be quiet. Don't say that. Don't start those rumors. So what do you do in this world? And we're not even in the second half. We're not even in the second half of 2026 yet. We're not even in the fake incel. No, I'm an incel. What are you talking about? I'm an incel. Shut up, dude. Don't spread rumors. I'm an incel, bro. I'm one of you. I'm one of you. Don't worry. This is June. This is just the next 4 months. This is the next 4 months. This is all happening. Jobs eliminated. Openclaw OSS for iPhone. I'm one of you guys. I'm one of you guys. I'm an incel. Don't worry. I'm one of you guys. Don't worry. Everyone running personal super intelligence. By this time, in June 2026, Opus 5 is out, and we have local models that are Opus 5 level. We have local models that are Opus 5 level that you can run on your Mac Studio 1 terabyte M5 Ultra. Everyone is rushing out to buy these devices to run local super intelligence so their Openclaw can work for them 24/7, 365. People who don't do these steps above, adopt Openclaw, adopt the new models, have it working for them 24/7, 365, have zero economic power because of this. Zero. Tell us exactly what to do. I'll shout you out in the Netflix documentary. I'm telling you exactly what to do. Umzala 7960, chill. I think the big money is small hardware Vanguard models. That's where you get all the normies. Well, listen to what I have to say. The people who do not adopt Openclaw, who do not adopt the new Openclaw models, will end up having zero economic power because Openclaw, on the corporate Openclaw that OpenAI puts out, ends up being the most cataclysmic event in the history of AI. People are saying jobs going now. No, when Openclaw for corporate comes out, it will be the most cataclysmic event for jobs in the history of mankind. Are you actually an incel or are you just trolling? No, I am one. I'm one of you. I'm one of you guys. I'm not trolling. I'm one of you guys. If you saw someone walk in the background, there's something in your eyeball. Zero economic power. Now, what does that mean when a bunch of people who don't adopt this technology have zero economic power or a job? What does that mean? Everyone together in the chat now. Everyone together in the chat now. Tell that baddie to come back. What are you talking about? I'm alone. I don't interact with anyone. You guys are my only friends. I don't interact with anyone else. What are you talking about? I don't interact with anyone else. I have no friends. I don't leave this apartment. Why do you think I'm so pale? What are you talking about? I'm going to get an Apple sponsorship and I'm never talking to you guys again. I'm only doing this to get an Apple sponsorship, then I'm out. Then I talk to nobody. Then I just sit on my desk by myself all day. I talk to nobody once. That's the end game. All this. Just get bought by Apple, then I'm done. Then I'm out of here. Permanent underclass. All these people who did not adopt Openclaw, who did not adopt these new models, who did not get personal supercompute, permanent underclass, as predicted. As predicted. Why? What does this world look like right now? I guess you're not married with kids. Permanent underclass. You're going to have a class of people who have Mac Studios, GPUs, personal compute, whatever on their desk, running for them 24/7, running open source, Openclaw models, building value continuously, economic power, generating economic power, right? Generating economic power for them 24/7, 365. And then you're going to have a class of people, like some of the people in this chat right now, who do nothing but troll and say goon over and over and over again, who are not going to adopt this technology. We're going to have zero economic power. And the super intelligence sitting on the people's desk is just going to be taking all the economic power from them. I just gave you I said this was going to be the next 12 months. I take that back. This is the next 6 months. I take that back. This is the next 6 months. This is the next 6 months. I got to eventually get to the donations. I have a bunch of donations and I didn't read any of them out. And I want people to keep giving me free money. So I should read out the donations so that I keep getting free money. 1 second. I don't take $30,000 bags from Hostinger. Everyone else in AI does. I don't. Everyone else takes $30,000 bags from Hostinger. I don't. So I'm going to read out my $5 donations. You were bought and paid for by Big Mac. $4.99 from Bago Daman. Thank you, Bago Daman. If you were making $200 subscription today to either OpenAI or Claude for your Openclaw, which one are you subscribing to? I have to be honest. Opus, as of right now, February 16th, 2026, is the best model. Right now, February 16th, 2026, Opus is the best model for Openclaw. It is what it is. I'm not going to lie to you. Ray Fernando, if people say something truly crazy, feel free to ban them. If people say like truly crazy things in the chat, I'm trying to get rich here and get sponsorships and move to like a remote part of Mexico. Just ban anyone who says something truly crazy, like truly crazy. People can push the limits, but if they say something truly crazy, ban them. If I had a subscription today, I'd probably go Anthropic, even though they've been like really authoritarian with their stuff. But Opus is the best model. But listen, if you get banned, go to ChatGPT. They're going to come out in the next 2 months, as predicted here on this show. People are going to look back on this show. People are going to look back on this show and be like, wow, he called everything. He called everything. The new ChatGPT Openclaw model will be better at Opus for Openclaw. It will be better than Opus for Openclaw. So if I'm going to subscribe to one today, I'm still going Anthropic, even though they're like authoritarian and telling people what to do. Frank Polek, thanks for the $5. It's just a joke, Alex. I'm a Vibe Coding member. Vibe Coding Academy, link down below. I do weekly boot camps every Friday live. You can hang out and say whatever you want to me. If you join the Vibe Coding Academy, link down below, you not only get live boot camps on Openclaw and full video series on Openclaw and Claude Code, but you can also DM me literally anything you want. You get a direct DM me. You can say the most heinous, disgusting things ever said to anyone in mankind, and I won't ban you for saying it. You can say literally anything you want to me. Vibe Coding Academy, link down below. $1 for every Mac Studio. It says SGD4. Thank you for the 4 SGD. JPMC Molian 2528. I don't know what an SGD is. What the hell is an SGD? But thank you for giving me 4 of them. Thank you for giving me 4 of those SGDs. I don't know what SGD is, but thank you for 4 of them. 4 of my favorite SGDs I've ever gotten in my entire life. Not STDs, SGDs. SGDs. Thank you for all you do. $5 from Sam Halderman. After this, I'm going to go through my Openclaw story and why it was why ClawCon was the worst night of my entire life. Why ClawCon, Singapore Goon Dollar? Oh, thank you for the Singapore dollars. I appreciate that. Singapore, I want to visit Singapore. But I hear in Singapore, if you get caught like drinking beer, you get thrown in jail for like 100 years. Is that true? I want to go to Singapore, but is that true? You get like jailed forever if you like curse or something? Sam Haldeman 3690. $5 donation. Thank you for all you do. A few quick questions. How are you vetting skills and a favorite place to get them? 2, can you make a video about mission control. So number one, I've only ever downloaded one skill. That was the last 30 skill from Matt Van Horn. I don't download any other skills. I don't trust them. So I make all my own skills. You don't need to download other people's skills. Just make your own skills. Whatever you want your bot to do, just say, hey, make this skill for me. And then just makes it. Like, what are you talking about? You don't need to go to Claude Hub. Ridiculous name, by the way. Ridiculous name for a website, Claude Hub. But you don't need it. Just make your own skills. That's like saying, oh, what air do you trust to buy from other people? Why would I buy air from other people when I can just get free air myself? If you want a skill where your bot goes on X and finds tweets, go to your bot and say, hey, build a skill that gets you tweets. If you want a skill that reads YouTube videos and gives you transcripts, go to your bot and say, hey, build me a skill that does this. The mask is really off on these live streams. Wow. What are you talking about? What mask? What the hell are you talking about? Frank Zuring. Appreciate you, Alex. Love the energy. Thanks for the 279 Canadian. I appreciate that. So you guys want the story on All in the AM, $5. I think you're right, except all it happens by September this year. But I mean, my timeline's June. This is all the next 6 months. This is all the next 6 months. Did I make it? I made it through all the donations. That's amazing. Exactly. And tell it to set up codecs. See, listen. People saying, oh, mask off. What are you talking about? Every other AI video and live stream is just people reading tweets. I'm telling you how it is. I'm in this stuff every day. I'm in this stuff tinkering every day. Me and Ray Fernando, we're the only two tinkering with this stuff every day and telling you how to use it. $5 Canadian from Ryan. Thank you. Just thanks for all your content. Game changer. I appreciate you, bud. That's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Leverage Finance, $2. Screen share your token use. What did you get for Twist? What? What does that mean? Screen share your token use? What did you get for Twist? I don't know what that means. Thank you for the $2, though. I have literally no idea what you're talking about, but thank you for the $2. Walker B. Ranch, $5. I'm running a Frankenbot Mac Mini with 2 GPUs from other on network PCs and 8 terabyte external drive for storage, running LLM total of 52 total gigabytes. Walker B. Ranch, I'm going to tell you this. You are not going to be in the permanent underclass. So today I will have my second Mac Studio set up. That's going to be 1 terabyte total memory between the two. I have my Mac Mini going. I'm setting up an Openclaw on the Mac Mini today. So I have 2 Openclaws running. I'm going to have 2 simultaneous Openclaws running. And then I'm going to install in the third one. I'll have 3 simultaneous Openclaws running who will all be talking to each other in one chat 24/7. Brainstorming, all powered by local models. Brainstorming 24/7 in a chat in Discord. 3 of them talking, all powered by local models. So it'll cost me $0. Just chatting and brainstorming with each other nonstop all day. Nonstop all day. All day. That's what I'm going to set up. I'll make a video. Which local model? They just released Qwen 3.5 today, so I will be experimenting with Qwen 3.5. I have Minimax running as we speak. Minimax 2.5 is a great local model. Minimax 2.5 is a fantastic local model. It's lightweight, it's quick, it's fast. I'm going to do Kimi K 2.5. I will be able to run Kimi K 2.5 today because it's 600 gigabytes, and I will have 2 of these bad boys set up. I will have 2 Mac Studio 512 gigabytes set up today. Let's see. Did Apple text me yet? Has Apple texted me? Apple texted me. Apple texted me. Ready for pickup. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Yes. I'm officially out of the permanent underclass. Let's go. Apple just texted me. It's here. I'm picking up the moment this ends. Yeah. Woo. Let's go. I'm not going to get it now. We have 1,300 people in here. I can't leave now. We have 1,300 people in here. ClawCon story. Alex's girlfriend calls him Minimax? No. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Interesting question. If you should start over with $600, what should you do today? Buy a Mac Mini, install Openclaw, sell drugs to get $10 more, and then use Mini Max, $10 a month plan. There's your plan if you have $600. What do you think about Kimmy K 2.5? Well, I'll let you know after I get my second studio, which just came in. When I'm back in the Bay, we're going to do an in real life stream, 100%. 100%. We will do that, Ray Fernando. How do you think the economy shifts with all these changes? I mean, it's a massive... I'll tell you how the economy shifts, and then I will give you my ClawCon story, which was the worst night of my entire life. There's some wild GPU deals on Facebook Marketplace for hardware. Don't buy anything on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is the future Amazon of the permanent underclass. Never buy anything on Facebook Marketplace. Like, you're really just going to go and meet up with random people on the internet? That's crazy. Facebook Marketplace is the permanent underclass. The Amazon permanent underclass. Never go on Facebook Marketplace. If you spend even 1 second on Facebook on a weekly basis, you are a part of the permanent underclass. That's just all it comes down to. If you spend a second on Facebook or any of those, permanent underclass forever. Congratulations. Here's what the economy looks like. So I told you what happens in the next 6 months. OpenAI drops Clawbot. That's how you met your girlfriend, though? Says Ngamer92. Ngamer92. You met your girlfriend on Facebook Marketplace. Says Ngamer92. Ooh, got him. Ooh. Shut up. You never told your Openclaw meeting story. JP McMullen, $5 more of Singaporean goon dollars. But there was this one guy who cut down a tree in front of his house and went to jail for 10 years. Who had to pay a fine. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I love it. $9.99 from Humble Lasgun Merchant. Let's see your lobster dance. My lobster dance. I don't know. Is that a lobster dance? I just came up with that. All right, ClawCon story, ClownCon story. They text everyone. So ClawCon's 3 weeks ago, right? This is like 4 days after I blow up and get tons of clout and tons of motion, right? Like, I'm at like, I mean, I haven't reached peak motion yet, but like, I'm just starting to get motion. This is 3 weeks ago. My Openclaw videos are going crazy. I'm getting a bunch of motion, right? Then their ClawCon events announced. Peter Steinberger DMs me personally, not a big deal. DMs me personally and says, hey, you got to come to ClawCon. I go, I'll be there, Peter. See you there. True story. Not to kind of, gloat or brag or anything like that. But Peter Steinberger DM'd me directly and said I had to come to ClawCon. Not a big deal. I'm not gloating. I'm not bragging. He DM'd me directly. Peter Steinberger. He DM'd me directly, not to brag. He DM'd me directly, right? So I go, yeah, I'll be there. I get put in the group chat. Group chat says, hey, get there like 2 hours early. Get there like 2 hours early. It's going to be crazy. Get there like 2 hours early. Not to brag. So I leave. I live about an hour away from San Francisco. So I leave like 2 hours early. I leave 2 hours early to get there an hour early. It's from like, it's like from like 6 to 10, this event, right? You guys kiss? I wish. I get to this event an hour early. An hour early. And by I get to it, I mean my car was like in front of the event. My car is like in front of the event an hour early. By the way, not a big deal. I drive a Cybertruck. Like, let me just put that out there. I drive a Cybertruck wrapped in black. It's wrapped in matte black. I just got it wrapped. This event is in the middle of the Tenderloin in San Francisco. The Tenderloin. Literally hell on earth. This event is in the middle of hell on earth. If you were to picture the worst place on planet Earth, times it by 10, I roll my window down. What do I hear when I roll my window down? That's all I hear. Every time I roll my window down, it's literally a battlefield, a war zone. Roll the window. Oh, roll window up. Roll window up, right? It's in the middle of the Tenderloin. It's also a few days before the Super Bowl. So it is bumper to bumper to bumper traffic. Bumper to bumper traffic. So I'm in front of the place. They go, oh, park at this garage. I drive to the garage. It takes me half an hour to get 1 block to the garage. I get 1 block to the garage. There's a woman in front of it goes, no, we're closed. You can't park here. I go, okay, so like, where's like the next closest garage? Where should I park? She goes, I don't know. I'm like, so like you just literally have no use on planet Earth other than tell people to not come here. Like that's your contribution to Earth is you going, go away. That's your value. Like you obviously know the area because you've been sitting here and you just don't know where any other garages are, where anyone else is going. You just say, no, don't know, go away. Like that's your existence. Okay, see you later, Permy. Roll down my window. Start driving around. Again, half an hour to go a single block. There's another garage 2 blocks down. It takes me an hour to get there. So now it's like the event started and I'm still driving around. I'm waiting to get into this garage. A guy on a bike drives directly into my car. Like at full speed. I'm sitting there, bumper to bumper traffic. A guy just goes directly into my car, into my Cybertruck, freshly wrapped Cybertruck. Yeah, don't spam the chat. Ray, if anyone spams like 3 times in a row, ban them. Directly. I got this wrapped like 2 days ago. Fresh matte black wrap on my Cybertruck. Guy on a bike goes directly. The car next to me rolls down his window and goes, holy shit, dude, what the hell was that? I rolled down my window. I don't know. Guy gets on his bike, drives off as fast as humanly possible. I step out of my car. Whole wrap is screwed up on the side. Guy just destroys the wrap on my car. Got it wrapped like 2 days ago. Guy on a bike smacks directly into it, screws up the entire wrap, and drives off. Now I'm pissed. I was already in a bad mood after that woman said go away at the garage. Now I'm pissed. I get to the garage 2 blocks away. Now I'm like half an hour late to this event. I'm in a line of like 10 single file cars to get into this garage. The guy who owns the garage comes up to me and he goes, that'll be $40, cash only. I look him in the eye. I go, this is 2026. I haven't touched cash in over a year. What are you talking about? $40 cash? I haven't touched cash in over a year. He goes, okay, well, you got to leave. I go, what? I go, how am I going to leave? There's a line of 10 cars behind me, single file. He goes, I don't know, figure it out. I had to have every single car in this line back out into a crowded Super Bowl street, but one by one, so I can get my ass out of there. It took 45 minutes. I finally get out. I'm now an hour late to this 4-hour event. I drive another half hour to get 1 block down the street, find another garage. This garage, its walls were like this. I have the biggest car in the entire world. Its walls are like this. My side mirrors are getting smashed. Just like poles and barriers smashing my side windows. My passenger window smashed, broken, destroyed. Scraping the sides of my freshly wrapped Cybertruck. I finally park in this garage. I'm now 2 hours into this 4-hour event. I haven't even gotten in yet. I'm now 2 hours late to this 4-hour event. I'm more pissed off than I've ever been in my life. This is the first car I've ever bought in my entire life. And it's destroyed trying to get to this fucking garage. I try not to curse. Through this garage. 2 hours in. I get out of the garage. I walk 5 blocks in the Tenderloin to get to this event. As I'm walking 5 blocks, all I'm hearing is homeless people yelling at me in the streets as I'm walking. 4 blocks. This is all I'm hearing. 4 blocks. This is all I hear for 4 blocks. I get to the event. I'm now 2 hours late. I have Ray Fernando text me, just go in, come in. There's a line to get into this event longer than any line you've ever seen in your entire life. And it is not moving. And I have a ticket. And I was personally invited by Peter Steinberger. I get the 4 blocks to this line. I look at the line, which is now at least 10 blocks long, not moving an inch. And I'm already 2 hours into this 4-hour event. I turn around and I go home. I turn around and I just like, nope. Turn around, drive 2 hours home. 5 hours of my life shredded, thousands of dollars of damage to my car for literally nothing at all. It was the worst night of my entire life. And now I got to get the wrap repaired. Now I got to get the side mirror repaired. And I got nothing out of it. And I was at like, I had so much motion at that moment. If I get into that party, I probably have every nerd in San Francisco all over me. And I didn't even get to experience that. All I got was a damaged Cybertruck, 5 hours shredded, and a bunch of homeless people booing me and yelling at me. That's it. I could have been on Openclaw building. I could have achieved AGI. If this event didn't happen, I probably have achieved AGI at this point. What happened with the green screen project? I see that right there? That's not it. There's a box with a green screen. Lucky I got out alive. Yes, I got to take a sip of water. 1 second. I have a green screen. The format of this live stream is going to change dramatically very soon. I'm doing something you've never seen before in your life. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We have 1,200 people here, which is by far a record. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't yet. All I do is make the most amazing videos about AI and Openclaw. I live stream Monday, Wednesday. It's not over. We're still going. We got much more to go. We live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Make sure to turn on notifications, smash the like button, smash the hell out of the like button. I put up a new video yesterday. It's friggin' fire. Watch that video after this if you haven't yet. Incredible Openclaw video if you haven't yet. How do I primarily make money right now? You want a little insight how I make money right now? I have like 12 different revenue streams. YouTube ad revenue. It's now a 6-figure stream, which is sick. X ad revenue, now a 6-figure stream, which is sick. X subscriptions, YouTube subscriptions, Creator Buddy, which is my SaaS, Vibe Coding Academy, link down below, the #1 place to learn about Openclaw and DM me directly and talk to me directly. I do live boot camps every single Friday. Link down below for Vibe Coding Academy. Hit that. Vibe Coding Academy. Premium newsletters. Premium newsletter subscriptions. Premium newsletter sponsorships. And that's about it. I don't take I get offered YouTube sponsorships, but I haven't taken it. Every other AI creator's got AI sponsorships out the wazoo. I turn them all down. I got offered $30,000 last week by Hostinger. Turn it down. I don't believe in it. Yo, I thought it was clickbait, but I checked the news. Let me see the damage on the Cybertruck. How do I show you? You want to come over? You want to come over and see the Cybertruck? What are you talking about? So how are we supposed to make money then? Okay, I'll tell you how to make money. Brother from Philly. Shout out Philly. I was raised in the Philly area. Shout out Jim's. Best cheesesteak in Philly. Although Angelo's is up there now. Hate every Philly team. Here's how you make money. So I told you what happens over the next 6 months, right? Here's like literally screenshot this. This is the only thing you're allowed to screenshot. Every Openclaw video's use case is how to become an influencer. What are you talking? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Can you talk more about Vibe Coding Academy? Live Openclaw boot camps every Friday, full Openclaw video series, full Claude Code video series, full X growth video series, full social media video series, and you can DM me and talk to me directly. Link down below. There you go. I just told you everything there is to know. You see the next 6 months. How did you make an insurance claim without a picture? I didn't make an insurance claim. I talked to ChatGPT. They said that like if it's under like a couple $1,000s, you shouldn't do an insurance claim because then your insurance will go up and you'll pay more in the long term. So I'm just paying for it out of pocket. It is what it is. Hi, Alex. Thank you so much for all this content. My bot learns fast from you. Sorry about your SF experience. Sounds like it was the worst night of my entire life. It was the worst night of my entire life. Has Sam Altman approached you too? I met Sam Altman. So technically, yes, he's approached me because we met at an event. So technically he's approached me. Maybe I approached him, but potato. Has he ever reached out to me to like partner up or give me early access to a model? No. No company has reached out to me to partner up or give me early access to products other than Google. Still became the #1 AI content creator anyway. I don't need these companies to be the #1 AI content creator. I don't need them. Save your early access. I don't want your early access. Save your early access. I don't need Sam Altman reaching out to me. But Sam, if you're watching this, reach out to me. I need you bad. 1 terabyte M5, 25K is fire. You getting 2? Yeah, I'm getting 2. I'm probably trading in one of my Mac studios. I'm going to have 4 of them. I probably trade in one of them and buy 2. They need me more than I need them. 100%. They need me more than I need them. I mean, this is the #1. FinFam is crushing it right now. FinFam is absolutely crushing it right now. They need FinFam. They need FinFam more than we need OpenAI and Anthropic. Although, shout out Google. I'll be honest. I'm not the biggest Gemini fan. I just don't. I use, what is it? The photo, Nano Banana. I use Nano Banana every single day. I love Nano Banana, but I don't use any other Google products. But shout out Google. Thanks for reaching out to me. Only company that reached out to me is the biggest one of them all. Taking tech advice from a human that can't park his truck is insane. Love you, but at what point did I say I can't park my truck? I didn't say that. I couldn't park my truck when someone ran directly into me on their bike. Is that when I couldn't park my truck? What are you talking about? Do you consider DJX Spark in your future stack? 100%. I've had this conversation with my AI. DJX Spark's a great device. DJX Spark is a great starter device if you do not want to go the Apple route, which is totally fine. I just like the Apple route. I like the Apple ecosystem. I have all Apple devices, and so I want to have the integrated existence. Setting up my Mac Mini on stream. Let's go, Range Walker. That's great. So what do you think the Openclaw vector will be now? I don't know what that means. Should we buy Apple stock? You know what's crazy? I do believe Apple wins the AI war. Like, I believe Apple becomes the de facto go-to place for AI. But I don't think that results in some massive stock gain for them, believe it or not. I do believe their stock will go up. But I think there are higher ceiling companies out there. What stocks do I own? I own Tesla. I own Robinhood. I own ASML. If I were to, I mean, like, I think Apple can still win the war, but I think Tesla and ASML have higher upsides from a stock perspective. I own Google. I just bought Apple last week. I'm like, if everyone's going to buy Mac Minis because of me, I might as well buy Apple stock. And Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin has higher upside than Apple, to be quite honest. Are you Jordy Visser's son? I love Jordy Visser. I watch every single one of Jordy Visser's videos, and it's awesome. He keeps bringing my tweets up the last few weeks. It's sick. Only poor people buy stocks. Permanent underclass. Where's the permanent underclass button? Permanent underclass. Only poor people buy stocks. Permanent underclass. All money's, they're going to print the hell out of money, and it's going to go all into assets. You need to own stocks. My portfolio in alphabetical order. Not in alphabetical order, just random order. I'm giving you random order in my portfolio. Bitcoin, Apple, Google, gold, Robinhood, Tesla, and ASML. I think highest upside there is Tesla, Bitcoin, and ASML and Robinhood. I think those could go multiples. I think every company I just mentioned there could go 5x. I think it's very clear Openclaw will take over. I think it's very clear everyone will have their own personal local AI agent. I think it's very clear every one of those personal local AI agents will have their own crypto wallet. LFG, did you get in early at Robinhood? I started buying Robinhood at $30 a share. Not investment advice. No, investment advice. I'm directly giving you investment advice, but not investment advice. Not investment advice so you can't sue me, but investment advice because it is investment advice, but no investment advice. Do I have braces? No, I don't have braces. What are you talking about? I had braces when I was a kid. How about NVIDIA stock? I mean, NVIDIA is going to do well. I'm just looking for like 4X's and 5X's. I think Google is an easier 2 to 3X than NVIDIA. I think Google is an easier 2 to 3X than NVIDIA from here. NVIDIA, if you're watching, send me a DGX Spark. Shout out NVIDIA. If you send me a DGX Spark, then I'll tell people NVIDIA is a better stock. Just kidding. But NVIDIA. If you're not buying gold or silver, you are poor. I'm buying gold and stocks. You need to buy assets. Hey, Alex, just arrived now. Have you guys talked about OpenAI yet? I think I missed it. Dude, we're an hour and a half in. There's 1,200 people watching this concurrently. By the way, if you're one of the new FinFam members, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, turn on notifications, subscribe. When Tesla computers in orbit, yeah, I think Tesla is potentially the highest upside. I think Tesla and Bitcoin, because SpaceX is going to have a big impact on Tesla. They're going to get data centers. I'll say this. Elon, if you're watching this, I love you. I got a Cybertruck. I'm an Elon guy. I love Elon. I got a Cybertruck. Grok is the worst AI. Let's just put it out there. Grok's the worst one. So I'm a little less excited about XAI because Grok stinks. It seems like it just does like Gooner material. But I think when they start putting data centers in space, things will ratchet up and it'll be better for more than Gooner material. But data centers in space will help Tesla out a lot. So when they get all the data centers up in space and Tesla's AI is training and it helps out their robots, their Optimuses, I think Tesla will be in a good spot. I think they could 10x. I think Bitcoin can 10x because every AI agent, every Openclaw will have a crypto wallet. I think that's very obvious. I don't think that's like a hot take. I don't think you need to be like a crypto loser to be like, oh, every AI agent will have a crypto wallet. I think that's going to be a huge tailwind for Bitcoin. ASML, there's no one else on planet Earth that builds the products ASML builds. So I own a lot of ASML because if you're looking to invest in scarcity, ASML builds the most scarce product, more scarce than what NVIDIA builds. Google, I think TPUs are going to be huge and their TPU business is going to explode. And there's no scenario on planet Earth in which Google goes to zero. That will never happen. We are too dependent on Google. So it's just a safe bet. You want to have some safe bets in your portfolio. I think Google is as safe of a bet as it possibly can get. I also don't see many worlds in which like Google doesn't have some sort of crazy, like they're going to win the media models, right? VO is going to be the best video model. Nano Banana is going to be the best photo model. They have all of YouTube. They have all the photos on the entire internet. They're going to win the media models. Google is just as safe of a bet as it possibly gets. Are they going to 10x? Probably not, but I think it's just a safe bet. You want to have safe bets and risky bets, right? Bitcoin, Tesla, Robinhood, a little bit risky. Google, as safe as it gets. Robinhood, I think that when all the boomers die, they will give their $20 trillion to the millennials and Gen Z, and every millennial and Gen Z is on Robinhood. So all those trillions of dollars will go onto Robinhood. It is plain as day. It is obvious as day. People also love gambling. Kids love gambling. And so Robinhood's the best gambling app on planet Earth. Robinhood probably doesn't want me to call it a gambling app, but let's be honest, it's a gambling app. It just is what it is. I'm just being honest. I probably just lost a Robinhood sponsorship because of that. But it is what it is. It's a gambling app, and kids love gambling, and Robinhood's the #1 gambling app in the world. So I am also big in Robinhood. I think that's a potential 5 to 10x Robinhood. So there you go. There's your investment corner. Do you want more investment corners on the live stream? We can do more investment corners. Coinbase, I'm bullish on Coinbase. I held Coinbase stock for a very long time. I just don't see a world. Give me one argument for why Coinbase will outperform Robinhood. I've yet to see one cogent argument for why Coinbase will outperform Robinhood. Coinbase has been chasing Robinhood for years now. Robinhood releases something, then a few months later, Coinbase releases something. They've been outpacing them. No one's going to use Coinbase's prediction markets. No one's going to buy stocks on Coinbase, but everyone will use prediction markets on Robinhood. Everyone will buy stocks on Robinhood. Everyone will buy crypto on Robinhood. I don't see. I'm bullish on Coinbase. I don't understand how they outperform Robinhood, though. Explain the crypto wallet vision. I will incorporate it, but trying to understand why. Payment gateway, because crypto is programmatic money and AI agents are programmatic human beings. And so it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to give an AI agent a credit card. It doesn't make sense to give an AI agent a bank account. It makes sense to give them it makes sense to give them programmatic money. They're software that should be using programmatic money. And so it is obvious that crypto is going to be the easiest way. Agents can spin up crypto wallets and buy crypto completely by themselves. It's very hard for them to start their own bank account. That is not easy to do. It is painfully obvious. And I think that with that kind of tailwind on crypto, all tailwinds in crypto go back to Bitcoin, in my opinion. Do a breakdown of the 1 billion acquisition. You think he got 250 million in cash. What? Peter Steinberger? Yeah, he's got generational wealth. But I also think Peter Steinberger has a higher purpose in life than just make tons of money. And so I think he's much like Demis from Google, and he has generational wealth for the rest of his life and all his kids, but he's still going to work because he wants to build something that changes the world. Demis Zabas can retire for the rest of his life, but he wants to build AGI at DeepMind, so he's going to keep working. And I think Peter Steinberger's the same exact way, where he's got generational wealth now, but he wants to build something incredible. So he's staying with OpenAI and is using their resources to do it. Can you make an investment video? Eventually. I don't think I'm at a size yet where I can do random videos that are outside of my niche. I think I have to stay in my niche right now, which is Openclaw and AI. I think if I were to do something outside my niche, it'd get 0 views. But once I'm big enough where I feel like people are watching more for me than the tutorials and stuff, then I'll do investment videos. But I view these live streams as a way for me to talk about anything. I do my YouTube videos and they're very focused on AI tutorials. These live streams we'll talk about whatever's going on in the world. New investments will get you a lot of haters. I already have more haters than you can possibly imagine. No one has more haters on the internet than me. It is what it is. Can Claude cold call for you? 100%. I've had to do it already. But the RPM in finance is more than tech. I disagree. I completely disagree. I think tech is the best niche to have in content. I think there's the most ad money to be made in tech. Hostinger is going around and handing out $30,000 bags to anyone who's creating content in AI right now, right? There's so much money in AI, it'll blow your mind. I don't want to get crazy. I think a majority of AI creators are bought and paid for. It just is what it is. I think a lot of them are doing undisclosed shilling, very illegal. That's why I primarily associate myself with people like Ray Fernando, as well as Raz Mike. I think they're two great guys. I know their character. I know they're great people. I like to associate myself with them. There's other good people. Matt Berman's a very good guy. But there's a lot of other creators who do shady things. They take undisclosed shilling. They'll shill you products and not telling you they're paying them. They'll use bot networks on X to promote their own products. They'll lie. It is what it is. The YouTube videos are zins. The live streams are fent. 100%. That's perfect. Gusto, perfect analogy. Perfect analogy. This is the fent. This is where we go crazy. We talk about what's going on. We talk about everything in the industry. The 10-minute YouTube stream, the 10-minute videos, those are your focused. Here, you're going to take something out of it. It'll be great. Matt Berman, great creator, engineer, research. Yeah, Matt Berman's great. I'm a Matt Berman fan. I am not talking smack about Matt Berman. I'm a Matt Berman. I met him at the OpenAI event. Great guy. But there's a lot of other creators out there that are doing undisclosed shills and crap and stuff like that. Why is Anthropic banning people? because they're jumping the shark. They're getting ahead of themselves. They're feeling themselves a little too much right now. They think they're the kings of the AI. They think they can do whatever they want. They're seeing people using their product for Openclaw, and they are not happy about it. And OpenAI is embracing the little guy and letting them use Openclaw. Are you using a database with your mission control? Yes, I'm using Convex. Openclaw is very good with Convex. And so I'm using Convex for my mission control. Highly recommended. Also met a couple of the Convex people. Very nice. Videos are SF. The live streams are Tenderloin. Videos are the Marina District. Live streams are the Tenderloin. But you need a little bit of each, right? You need a little bit of each. I think these are fun. These are not fun. But where's the we got two major things we're working on here. We're working on the Permy Banhammer animation, Dominic Joseph Luna, and we're working on a new green screen setup that's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. How can you do this without a beverage? There you go. I have a beverage. Are you still using Opus as the brain of Openclaw? Yes. Full bars. Yes. But as we went over full bars, this is the next 6 months. For those just joining, this is the next 6-month roadmap that's happening right here. Here's what's going to happen over the next 6 months, guaranteed. 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 Charles Barkley. That's my Charles Barkley impression. Are you going to short Palantir? No. I get this question a lot. Do I think SaaS is dead? No, I don't think SaaS is dead. I don't think SaaS is dead. I think most of SaaS is dead. I think all that's going to be left is partnership moats and data moats. And Palantir is SaaS, but they have partnership moats with the government and data moats. And you're not going to be able to vibe code those partnerships or data. So Palantir survives. But companies like Monday.com and Figma, here's my rule. If I can vibe code 50% of your product with one prompt, I'm not investing in your company. You can vibe code Monday.com and Figma with one prompt in half an hour. I'm not. Sorry, I can't buy your stock. Why buy 2 Mac Studios rather than an NVIDIA server like an H100? Because I am bullish Apple for a lot of different reasons. Bullish Apple products. Integrates with all my products. Very nice. Extremely usable. Very usable products. There's companies like Exo Labs. Shout out Exo Labs and Alex from Exo Labs. They are writing software that makes it way better AI machines. And I think in the next 6 months, it's going to be the most efficient, best AI machine you can get. So I'd rather have Mac Studios. I have this Mac Studio right here. I have another one I'm picking up the moment this live stream ends. Coinbase isn't SaaS, correct. Also energy and heat. Also, if you guys haven't subbed to Ray Fernando yet, sub to your boy Ray Fernando. There's like 3 people in this world I'm willing to text on a daily basis. Ray Fernando's one of them. I hate text messages. How do I know how to connect with third-party sites like LinkedIn or ThreadUp? It's easy. You literally, Melissa B 424, you literally just ask your Openclaw, connect to the site. You say, hey, how do I use you for LinkedIn? And then it figures it out. What if I were a 20-employee business? H100 then? Talk to your Openclaw, it'll tell you. Alex Finn, solving the wealth gap one video time. Cheers to lifting so many out of the permanent underclass. Beer emoji, beer emoji, beer emoji. That's probably someone's Openclaw. That is probably someone's Openclaw who wrote that comment. New to the channel, appreciate all the info. This is exciting time. So let's recap here, huh? Let's recap. Let's talk about what's going to happen in the next 6 months and the action you need to take now. My voice is shot. I left it all on the field for this stream, by the way. I left it all on the field for this stream. This is my biggest stream of all time. Biggest stream I've ever done. Double my highest concurrent. We went up to 1,400 concurrent. Double my highest concurrent. I left my voice on the field. It is shot. I'm not going to be able to film anything after this. My voice is cooked. I sacrificed it all for you guys. Next 6 months. New ChatGPT Openclaw plan. $300 a month. That's coming. Guaranteed. Honey ginger tea. I got to make that. My voice is cooked. New ChatGPT Openclaw plan, $300 a month coming in the next. My plan, my guess is in 2 months. Best stream of the century. Thank you, Prompt Stomping. I think in 2 months we get an Openclaw plan for $300 a month. It is the most expensive plan ever released for AI. and it is the most popular AI plan ever. It sells like hotcakes. They make billions of dollars. You are a good guy, Alec. You are doing God's work, teaching this heathens how to leave the permanent underclass. My name's not Alec. You're going to be in the permanent underclass for calling me Alec. That's not my name. My name is Alex Finn, Alexfinn. Look at I have more motion than anyone else in AI. You are looking at the #1 AI guy with motion. No one has this much motion, and you're going to misspell my name. You don't talk to people with this much motion and misspell their name. Okay? The $300 a month OpenAI ChatGPT Openclaw plan is going to be the #1 AI plan ever sold. It will sell like hotcakes. Normal people who don't even spend $20 on a subscription for Netflix will be spending $300 a month on Openclaw plans. At the same time, OpenAI, motionless behavior. Yo, Burp, I'm promoting you, man. Shout out Burp. I don't know if I liked Burp at first, but now I like Burp a lot. Minimax or ChatGPT subscription? ChatGPT because Codex is sick. Is he balding? Me? I'm not balding. I have the best head of hair in AI. What are you talking about? Balding? You call this balding? Look at this hair. Look how thick it is. This is balding, dude? You're balding, little pond turtle. You're literally an account with a Pokemon as an avatar. There's not a single person with a Pokemon avatar who isn't balding. Get out of here. Burp is a good man. Minimax or GLM5? GLM5's smarter, but Minimax is so performant that I recommend Minimax. So no Openclaw Opus now. Opus is still the best model for Openclaw. It is. But I don't think that lasts much longer. I think in the next 2 months, ChatGPT releases an Openclaw model specifically trained for computer use and being really fun to talk to, and it becomes better than Opus for Openclaw. And Anthropic calls a meeting, all their executives get in a room, and they go, wow, we screwed up. How did we I'm kind of balding? No, I'm not. What are you talking about? This is kind of balding? I'm like pulling my hair back, so that's why like my forehead looks bigger, but I'm not balding, dude. Your mom's balding. I think they release an Openclaw model that outperforms Opus in the next 2 months. Looking at your predictions, I'm glad my retirement accounts are doing so well. I think they ignore the trolls. Get off. Let them finish. Yeah, everyone stop. I'm not balding. You're balding. Your mom's head's balding. I've been trying to connect QuickBooks to my Claw, but Claw can't figure out how to do it either, says Jason with a $5 donation. Thank you, Jason. You have to have it. Calm down. They're trolling you. Stop. I know they're trolling me. Don't tell me they're trolling me. Don't listen to these. They have the permanent. If you think I'm balding, you're going to be in the permanent underclass. Logic Studios with a $2 donation. Thank you very much, Logic Studios. Bro, you're balding. Just accept it. How can I send the $2 back? How do I send $2 back? Is there a way to send back donations? I don't accept your $2. Like all the crypto people saying, claim the fees. I don't claim your $2. Next live stream, I'm live burning $2 just to show you I don't accept your $2. Is there any benefit to Convex for your mission control over SQLite bus? I don't know. I met some guy who worked for Convex a couple weeks ago, and he was a really nice guy. So I started using Convex. That's why I'm using Convex. There you go. That's why I use Convex. I met a guy who works for them, and he was really nice. I'm like, I like you. I'm going to install Convex. And it's been good so far. Can you please answer me? Not only do I not know what you're asking me, Supreme Mohammed, but I'm banning you. Whoops. Sorry. Bye. Where do I find out how to get Openclaw to cold call for me, please? Ask your Openclaw. Say, hey, how do I get you to cold call? You know what I did today? Can I share my screen? Would I be sharing something crazy if I share my screen right now? You guys want to see something cool I built today? God, please tell me I'm not going to share something crazy. I'm about to share my entire monitor screen. I pray to God I don't share something crazy. All right, here we go. Sharing my entire screen. This is the riskiest thing I've ever done on live stream. I want to show you what I just built. I fuck with Convex. They are goated, and Pete also uses them. Oh, if Pete uses them, then I'm in. All right, here we go. Sharing my main screen. If you see anything that is bad, just don't look at it. I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm about to share my entire screen. Here we go. Praying I don't have something crazy up on my screen. Here we go. I built this out. Check this out. This button up here, in my top right here, there's an owl. There's an owl icon in the top right of my screen. I click it. You see this? Did it pop up? Can you see it? Oh, maybe it won't show because I'm... Oh, no. This is the one. Here we go. I can speak to Henry. I just hit this button. Henry, are you there? Can you hear me right now? Damn it. I don't know, maybe because I'm sharing my screen. Anyway, I created a Mac app where I hit that button in the top right and I can just start speaking to Henry. And it starts speaking back to me. It's voice to voice. And it can do things while I'm talking to it. And now what I can do is I'm hooking it up to my Stream Deck. So I got a Stream Deck. And I'm hooking it up to a button. And I'm going to have it next to my keyboard. And all I have to do is I hit a button and I just start talking into my microphone and Henry starts doing things. One button. That's pretty cool, right? Isn't that pretty amazing? What is that giant stainless tank sitting behind you? Giant stainless tank? That? It's a refrigerator. It's a refrigerator. Are you high? Are you on perks? It's a refrigerator. Giant stainless tank? Yeah, we in the business call that a refrigerator. My desk here is in the family room. We need 6-month predictions for Anthropic. We need 6-month predictions for Anthropic, Google, and Chinese open source. Oh yeah, that's a good question. I'll give you my predictions. I'll give you my predictions right now. 6-month prediction for Anthropic, Google, and Chinese open source. Anthropic, 6 months, second place. They still have a great coding model, but second place because OpenAI is about to accelerate. Google, incredible. Google, incredible media models, blow the world. They totally disrupt Hollywood. They have the best media models. VO4 changes the entire world. Can't see you right now. You can see me now. I don't know. My camera went out for a few seconds. I don't know what happened to my camera. What are the two bright shining orbs on the ceiling behind you? It's called lights. They're called light bulbs. My camera went out. Sorry about that, guys. My camera went out. I don't know what happened there. No idea what happened there. Are you running a local LLM with your Mac Studios? I'm not sure whether to get 1 or 2 512 gigabyte Mac Studios. Oh, well, yes, I am. I'm running Minimax 2.5 locally. You want to see? Watch this. Oh, what did I just do? Here we go. Share screen. LM Studio. This is all running locally. Hey, are you there? All locally, Minimax 2.5. They had to boot up the model again. I haven't talked to it in a day. Here we go. There it is. Yes, I'm here. Minimax 2.5 running locally. And the moment this stream ends, I will have a second Mac Studio going. I'll have Kimi K 2.5. What was that other prediction I was giving? Oh, Google totally takes over media AI. Chinese models bigger and more popular than ever. Chinese models bigger and more popular than ever. Let me say this. I'm going to say this as clear as day. Hit subscribe and turn notifications down below, by the way. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. 11 a.m. Pacific. 11 a.m. Pacific. Live stream. Videos every day. I am a red-blooded American. I'm America through and through. I love America. I think America is the greatest country on planet Earth. Unless that offends you, then I don't believe that. But for the people not offended, I think America is the best. If you donate money to me, then I don't believe that. If you disagree with me and you donate money in the live stream, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Chinese models are catching up. Chinese models are catching up. Not only they're catching up, the craziest part is that they're embracing open source. We have to embrace open source. We have to embrace open source in America. We have to. We can't let China win open source. We cannot do it. We have to embrace open source. Because what China is doing with open source, they're going to start getting Americans using Chinese models. Right? I'm using Chinese models now because they're open source. They're the only ones I can run locally. So now I'm using Minimax. I'm going to download Qwen 3.5. I'm going to run Kimi K 2.5. My entire life's going to be run by Chinese models because they're the only ones that are open source. America has to embrace open source. They have to embrace open source. They have to. Facebook does open source, but they stink. They stink. They stink. ChatGPT open source is actually a good model, but they have to update it. You need to be patriotic, Alex. I'm patriotic, but here's the deal. I'm trying to escape the permanent underclass, and I can't escape the permanent underclass if I can't run models locally. The only way you're escaping the permanent underclass is if you're running models locally, and I'm running them locally. But I can only run Chinese models. But the good news is, in my predictions here, in the next 6 months guaranteed, my guaranteed next 6 months predictions, in June, I predict guaranteed new open source ChatGPT model in June is my guaranteed prediction. Guaranteed prediction. Alex, how does Kimi K 2.5 work on a Mac Studio? Is it fast enough to be useful? Yes. Well, I'm going to have my second Mac Studio set up today. Next live stream, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, I will have both Mac Studios set up and I will walk through with you. I will walk through how it works. Is it the fastest? No, it's slower than basically every other model you're going to run through the cloud. But when you're running models 24/7, 365, you don't need speed. If it's just doing things passively in the background 24/7, 365, you don't need speed. So it's fine. But it's smart. It's brilliant. I mean, it's Opus level intelligence. Can you run Minimax on Mac Mini? No, you can't. But you can run, it's a 120 gigabyte model. So you need at least 120 gigabytes of memory on a Mac. What's that black phallic looking cylinder in front of your face? Oh. Kimi or Minimax? Kimi is probably smarter, but Minimax is fast, man. Minimax is fast, and it is a really good coding model. It is a really good coding model. Kimi's probably the better overall, just like agentic model, but Minimax is a really good coding model, and it is extremely fast and lightweight. I can run Minimax on my Mac Studio and have like 4 other local models going at the same time. And now I'm going to have a second Mac Studio going, and I'm going to have like 20 miles going in Minimax running with all of them. GLM has timeouts. Yeah, I don't really use GLM as much anymore. How do I give it full desktop control? You ask it to do things, and it does it. What are you talking about? Minimax is also Fireworks Android. Is on Fireworks Android. Yep. Minimax versus GPT 5.2. If you're using cloud models and you're coding, Codex 5.3 is the best. Spark. Codex 5.3 Spark's the best one over Minimax I would use. For Openclaw, I'm plugging in. For Openclaw, if you can't use Opus, use GPT. If GPT is too expensive for you, use Minimax. It's the cheapest model. Just bought the $200 a month Claude sub. Am I cooked? Yes. No, it's the best model for Openclaw still at the moment. Best model run on base model Mac Studio 36 gigabyte RAM. I would talk to your Openclaw. Talk to your Openclaw and say, hey, based on what you know about me and our workflows and what we do, what would be the best open source model for us to run on this Mac Studio with 36 gigabytes? Have you tried any of the Mistral models? No, I haven't. Will Microsoft just implode with all things to Apple? Microsoft has too many things going on with like Azure and Office and all their things that are like deeply ingrained into companies, Microsoft Teams. So I don't think they'll implode. I mean, like if you're going to put money into a company, why would you put it into Microsoft where you're like hoping for like 20% gains over the next few years when you could put it in Tesla when you're like looking at potentially 10x gains in the next 5 years? You know what I'm saying? Apple's quiet. Well, what Apple's doing, AF0RR, is they're betting on local. They're betting on local. While all these other companies burn trillions of dollars building their own models, they're like, okay, we'll just build great computers that you can run local models on because no one else is doing that. We're going to build the best computers for local models because there's no one else in this race. And they're going that way. And they're not spending trillions of dollars on models. Every other company racing, trillions of dollars burnt. Apple's like, you guys have fun in that race. We'll contract Gemini for a couple $1 billion, and then we'll just build incredible computers that everyone wants to run their local models on. Genius move. Make sure, subscribe, turn on notifications. Live bootcamp this Friday. Live Openclaw bootcamp this Friday. You can join, ask me questions, chat with me live, hang out. Vibe Coding Academy, link down below for the live bootcamp. You also get access immediately to the last 3 live bootcamp recordings, instantly available by signing up at the Vibe Coding Academy, link down below. It is the best educational community on AI on planet Earth. Follow the X. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Critical you turn on notifications. Way more videos coming. Another video tomorrow. It's going to be an absolute stone cold banger. The best way to support this channel for free, the moment I post a new video, open it up, leave a like, watch it to the end. The best way to support this channel for free. No link down below. Did I not put a link down below? I put a link down below. Did I not? Did I not put a link down below? There's a link down below. VibeCodingAcademy.dev if there's no link down below. VibeCodingAcademy.dev if there's no link down below. Notifications on. There has to be a link down below, right? There's a link down below. There's no link down below? What the heck? There's no link down below? We'll put a link down below. Just not hyperlinked. Well, then copy and paste the link. What are we talking about here? Then copy and paste the link. Vibe Coding. Let's see. Do I have it? Join the, yeah, it's what? You want me to put a www dot so it's friggin' hyperlinked? It's copy pasteable. Copy paste it. www. What do I got to do to make it a hyperlink? Do I just do www dot? Does that make it a hyperlink? Is it a hyperlink now? Join the Vibe Coding guy. If you can't find it, then https://https:// save. Boom. There you go. There's your hyperlink. If you need me to type https:// you're going to be in the permanent underclass. If you can't copy and paste, you're in the permanent underclass. https:// make Henry a mod. There you go. Click it. If you can't figure out non-hyperlink permanent, yeah. No, if you need a hyperlink, you're in the permanent underclass. Wednesday's stream is going to be sick. We're going to do, we're going to show off the 2 Mac studios. We're going to have both Mac studios going. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. Both Mac studios going. Both $10,000 Mac studios cooking. That's all I got. We'll be back Wednesday, 11 a.m. A couple of things before I go. Before you leave, a couple of things. I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. This is by far the biggest stream we've ever done. 2 months ago, this stream was getting at most 40 people per stream concurrent. And then a month ago, we started getting like 100 concurrent. Then a couple of weeks ago, we started consistently getting 700 concurrent. And now we're getting 1,400 concurrent. That's unbelievable. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Truly, thank you. You make this the most incredible thing in the entire world. I'm in love with doing this. I'm in love with what I get to do on a daily basis, and it's because of you guys. So thank you, everyone who watched. Thank you, everyone who donated. Thank you, anyone who's ever left a like on a video before. It truly means more than you could imagine. Being real for a second, all I want to do is just help educate. I know I goof around and say crazy things and have a lot of energy and all that. But all I'm trying to do at the end of the day is help educate. That's it. I just want to educate people. I want to show people that AI could be fun. It doesn't need to be this boring reading a blog. Like, it doesn't need to be boring. It could be fun. So just want to educate and have a little fun. So truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you all. And the people who've been here since day one, watching since August when there was like 30 people in this stream, thank you as well. So shout out everyone to watch. We'll be back Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Love you all. Truly. Love you all. Let me go pick up this Mac Studio. We're going to have two set up. That's sick.